I live in Silicon Valley, and I have traveled almost half of the world, it's mainly in Europe and Asia. I attend many parties, okay, and whenever I attend the parties, I have seen that most of the guys are talking about business, technologies, startups, and everything. Okay? And one thing is very common whenever I attend the party. There's most of my colleagues, friends, they have aspiration to start their own company, or become founder or co-founders. Most of the time, my reactions is very mute. Because technologies, startups, everything, it's beyond me. I'm not a technologist. My focus is when I'm going to get my food and enjoy the party. But I do enjoy all the talks happening around those guys. They talk mainly about businesses, entrepreneurships, and technologies, no doubt about it. What I noticed that after spending several years with all my colleagues and friends, hardly few of them have started their own business or started their own company. And there's all these people that are talented. They are like 10 times more talented than I am. They are very, they are holding very good posts in their technology corporations. They are working for big corporations. People are reporting to them. But when it comes to startup, what's happening, I don't know. They are not starting up. So there's no disrespect, or there is no, I'm not here to criticize anyone. I'm not trying to prove anything here. It's just that I've noticed 10 things, okay, why people don't start their own startup companies, okay? And this is my own failures also. I mean, so far I've tried at least 4 or 5 different companies, and at least one company I got some partial success, and I'm still launching my own education firm. But mainly I've encountered many failures. So I'm going to tell you my own experience. There are 10 reasons, okay, why people hesitate to start the business or never become an entrepreneur. Okay, so this is the stage where you are thinking about starting up your business, but you are hesitant. So I'm going to describe you 10 situations. Okay, there are 10 places where people don't start their startups. Okay, number 1 is that just a mere talk, just the talk, but no actions. So it's just the thoughts only. Okay, party is over. Your aspiration to become entrepreneurship is over. Okay. So there is no seriousness here. And these are the people, they have a plethora of knowledge, aspirations, new ideas, knows the problem. It's just a talk. So that's number 1. There's just a talk only, okay? Number 2 is that commitment to their existing current job, okay? I've seen many times people spend 12 hours, 14 hours for their own company, okay? And whenever I just talk about, hey, when you're going to start your own business, they say, oh, no, I'm too busy with the projects. The entire company, my company will collapse without me. I mean, the way they sound like that, okay, because of me, this company has survived. And this could be a huge public company. And they said, look, I have made so much commitment right now, I cannot back out. I cannot leave the company. I said, do you know that company will kick you tomorrow morning? Because now they have not achieved bottom line. So for you, for the company, you are disposable. They'll dispose you anytime. So this talk you are doing right now that I have a lot of commitment, that's BS, excuse my language. So again, number 2 is that they are too much committed or loyal to the current company, okay? And these are the people, they cannot start their own business, okay? So number 3 is that you are too much comfortable with your current existing life, okay? I'll tell you one thing, I have seen many brilliant people. They are coming from Ivy League, but I have seen that in their 30s or 40s. They are doing the same thing, 9 to 6, 5 to 6 days a week, working 12 hours, slogging for 12 or 14 hours per day. And then during weekends, they just be with their friends and families and parties. Nothing wrong. They make good money also, okay? But then don't talk about starting your own business. If you are so much comfortable with your own life, you have a nice salary coming out, you have nice stock options, you have great free perks in your company, like free food, flexible hours. All these things are not allowing you. You are so much comfortable that they are not allowing you to leave your job, okay? Even though I have seen that sometime in the routine, you can say, look, why don't you just think about starting your own business in a weekend time, okay? But you know what these people will do? They will just open their laptop and they will work on the company projects. And that too, when the Sunday starts, there's, oh, I have a lot of work. I need to break up from the party. I have to start working on it. They are working on somebody else's dream and vision. Okay. So again, nothing wrong, but then don't complain that you cannot start your own business because you're too much comfortable in your own life. Okay. Number 4, risk tolerance is low. Okay. Because many times people are afraid of failures and rejections. They think that what if I fail in the future? And that's the fear of rejections and failures that are not allowing them to start their own business, okay? Because they cannot deal with uncertainty and ambiguity, okay? The success ratio in startup company, okay? Again, there are many statistics, but let's say success ratio in startup world is 10%. So even say 5% also. Somebody say even hardly 1% also. And the 1% become unicorn, okay? So again, put it this way, success rate is very, very low when you start your company, and most likely you will not become successful, okay? So, but it takes 1,000 days, 3 years to set up a solid business, okay? This means that you must survive and take risk. And that risk, many people don't have a stamina to endure this ambiguity and the fortitude to navigate, okay? So most want to play safe. They just want to start the company on part-time. I've seen that some of the people that would take risks. Now let me start part-time. And then these are the people, they are sitting at the couch, okay? And they are building a nice technology platform based on their experiences, or they throw some money. And they think that, okay, people will be flocking in their website or web platform and everything, and they'll become successful, and then they'll leave their full-time job. I have one example I want to give you that one guy, he came to me, he works for a big corporation. He said, look, hey Sanjeev, you want to invest in my company? I said, look, I do invest whenever I find it's investable. Tell me about yourself. I said, look, I'm working right now full-time for this big corporations, and I'm going to start the company in part-time. I'm going to build a prototype. And then for that prototype, I need a certain amount of money, and that's what I'm here. I said, how about we do this? Tomorrow morning, you resign from the company. Okay, that's what I told him. Become unemployed. And I'm assuming that you must have saved your money, some money in your bank account. Spend that money, build your prototype, then you come to me. Or there are many investors that are there. I'm not the only person. I hardly do investment. He said, that's kind of rude. I said, no, it's not rude. You want to play safe here. Okay. What you are saying is that you are going to work full time on your existing job right now, and then you want to work part time on your project, and you want to get some money. You want to find investor on your project. Okay. That's not right. Okay, that you are not taking risk. You have very low risk tolerance. Then why just ask investors to take risk, right? So that's one of the examples. And I'm not saying that just follow my advice blindly and then leave the job and throw your resignation tomorrow and start your business. But this one example. How the risk factor works, okay? You need to have your skin in the game, okay? Number 5 is that saving for the future, but you're not saving for the present, okay? Look, I just now described you an example, right? So you need some money to build your initial prototypes or whatever the idea you have it. You need to put your own money, okay? You may be saving money for your retirement, and for your children's education purpose, but that's for future. You may have money in your stock options, bonds, and all those. You may have huge financial liabilities for cars and house and everything. You may be taking lavish vacations. So you are living this life where you get instant gratification, right? So the problem is that when it comes to entrepreneurships, you are hesitant to break your retirement nest egg. You are hesitant to take any risk here. You just want other people's money. That's not right. You should not be afraid. If you want to start your business and if you believe your idea is worth exploring, retirement may be 20 or 30 years down the line. Nothing wrong to start something, breaking up a small portion of your retirement. Again, I'm not saying you blindly follow that, but all I'm saying is that your money, which you are saving for future, that's your future. You can save it for existing also. You may have a good idea. It's maybe worth spending your own money on that, your own idea. Because if you don't believe in your idea, why should investor believe in your idea? Okay.